Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Grappler Man's videos. Today, I'm going to take a little excursion out to the Thargoid space and take a few skin samples. We're going to use this as a way to raise some quick money. Before I go into it, please remember, if you like the video, to please subscribe or comment or like, and I'll keep making positive videos about Elite Dangerous. This was actually filmed on Horizons on my PS4, but this equally applies to the Odyssey game as well. Okay, so let's get started. I'm at Obsidian Orbital in the Maya system. I have a Diamondback Explorer that's set up to be very cold, and first thing you're going to do is you're going to honk this system and scan and look for unidentified signal sources. I found one here, and it is a non-human signal source of a level 8. Now normally I would be petrified and I would never take a level 8, but this particular kind of gameplay is pretty simple and pretty cool. Actually, you get some really good close contacts with Thargoids. So let's see what happens. As we approach the Thargoid itself, you'll see a lot of debris because, you know, he's been a busy little camper, and this is a pretty large Hydra variant. But you're going to see I can get right up close to it. You'll notice that my Diamondback is running at 14 right now, and I have no shields at all on this thing. And so it's a little nerve-wracking, but actually they don't even bother you because they can't sense you. You scan him with your Xenoscanner as he scans you. Once that's finished, you're going to pull up a research limpet and you'll release it. Okay, now this Thargoid released his swarm, and since I don't have a shield, I decided I'd better back off for a minute until this is done with. So let's fast forward to the next attempt. Alright, the swarm is gone, so now I'm gonna approach it again, and I'm gonna send my research limpet out. Now I timed it, and from the distance that I was just under 500 meters away till the time the limpet was done was just under 2 minutes. So it's about a 2-minute to 3-minute job that you have to sit there and wait. I thought I'd take a closer look at the Thargoid. If anyone's never seen one up close, you can almost see a face in this thing. You can see a mouth and his eyes, and looks like he's hungry or something, and he's staring at this artifact that's in front of him. It's not a very pleasant sight. It's a pretty frightening ship, actually, and they're pretty powerful in the game as well. So anyway, back to the extraction. So here it is. It's about over, and you can see the limpet is coming towards me. I start backing away, and I get my heat sinks ready. As soon as the cargo gets into my rack, I'm going to book out of there, because what will happen is they will be alerted that you have it, and if you just sit there, they will attack. So you pop a heat sink and set yourself a destination out of that signal source area, and you've got it. For this experiment, I was using a ship that did not have a corrosive cargo rack, and so I was curious to see how much damage I would take. So I headed back to Obsidian Orbital and just checked to make sure that it was in my inventory. You see I have the Hydra tissue sample. I did the same thing with the Basilisk too, and there was no difference in the technique. But I was getting random warnings about various kinds of damage, and so I was curious as to how much this damage was actually amounting to. So what I did was, when I did the Basilisk, I just flew about 9 jumps back to my home place to see how much damage I would have, and it was not significant. So if you decide to do this without a corrosive cargo rack, you can probably go a decent distance to get to a place where you can unload it. And just to give you a little example of the kind of damage I was getting, I'll show you my panel here on the right hand side. As I scroll through the mods, you can see the kinds of damage that it's giving. Nothing super significant. All that's left to do now is sell these at a black market, and they're about 200,000 each, I've seen. Just do it far away from this area and you'll be fine. Okay, well, that's it for me. Grab yourself a cold ship and go out and try it. Until next time, Grappler Man out.